You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/day to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/day for your free gutter inspection today. See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
360 Radio. Hello, J360 Legion, and welcome to the J360 MiniBytes here on J360 Radio, hosted by J.M. Brady. I am your host, J.M. Brady. Let's get into it. Hey, how's it going, J360 Legion? What is happening? This is J-Man, of course, just working on a few things here at J360 TV. I know I usually have the J360 MiniBytes theme song playing right now, but, you know, we've been at this for a while, and it's not ready yet for J360 TV, so I am working on it right now, but take a look at the new set, huh? Not bad, right? Not bad, right? Ah, man. You know, I would have a chat set up, and I think I'm going to have it right under where, like, the J360 121 is. I mean, like, there's a lot of other things that I would adjust, but it is good for right now, and I like the way, like, that whole thing is just working with me. But first things first, let's go on ahead and say, it's been a while, huh? Working on a whole lot of productions and everything. I was like, gee, am I ever going to get back to doing what I need to do? And, of course, much like when I was doing more for the upgrade saga for J360 Radio, both can't stay, you know what I'm saying? I am moving on from Mixler. Mixler was a good time, but it's time to move on to the new frontier. And, of course, it would be YouTube, video production, and everything else. I've been doing videos for a long time, but it's time to go ahead and step in and, you know, give you guys J360 TV. So we either do it this year or never. So that's why I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. And not to mention, I got my new camera right here. I still got my other setup and everything. So the transition is easy, but it still is one of those mountains to climb, and I'm ready to do this. And not to mention, for those of you that are worried about J360 Radio, don't be, okay? All of the podcast outlets will always be there. Like Red Circle, like Amazon, I keep thinking it's Amazon Live, but it's Amazon Music. And Apple Podcasts, they'll always be there. And then not to mention YouTube Music, you know, the usual will always be around for you guys whenever you want to enjoy it. And not to mention, like, I'm not getting rid of the stuff that actually helped us along the way. So if you love podcasts and if you love audio podcasts, it will always be there for you. It's just we'll be broadcasting out of YouTube a lot more with J360 TV, and then who knows, we might grow more and more as we go about this. And I want to say thank you to everybody that's been patient with me and Al and all the rest, because it has been wild trying to get everything together and all. But, you know, as we are making this big transition, everything has to change and everything has to be shaped up to where each one has their individual style and, like, you know, the content that you love, only visual. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I got a lot of new stuff in the work for you guys, in addition to the mainline J360 stuff. So, let's go on ahead and say this. If you like to see, like, how things are growing with J360 Productions, if you want to be really in-depth, close to an insider, or, like, even being an insider, I would suggest that you sign up for the J360 Legion Hall membership. It's only $5 a month, but you get the shows ad-free, you get behind the scenes, you get exclusive presentations, you know, some that are not even in J360 Productions Limited. You'll get, like, a whole lot of perks coming your way for believing in us and getting and helping us get where we need to be as a formidable production company. I know a lot of y'all were talking to me about, like, how AI's taking over and all that stuff. Not on this episode, all right? We'll save it for the J-Man show or something next week. Not to mention a whole lot of other things. But as we're doing the MiniBytes, I'm letting you all know that we are really making a difference and making great strides in what we're trying to do. So just have to keep on going for things. And not to mention, with football being back, that's a lot more content coming your way. Oh, Nelly! Yep. And then not to mention, you get to see my beautiful facade every time. Well, almost every time. There's going to be times where I can't, you know what I mean? But I got a lot of stuff in the works for you guys. And not to mention, like, you guys know about the 8 shows, and you're going to be seeing a lot of them on J360 TV. Not to mention, I wanted to do Monster Fest on J360 TV this year. So, like I said, both can't stay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to experiment, and we're going to have a good time doing this. And not to mention, you see, Jams 120 really opened the door for us, because I was surprised that it really worked as good as it did. And let me tell you this, it was doing so well, I was like, hey, let's go on ahead and make this happen. So, Jams 121 will be happening tomorrow at 8 o'clock p.m. We are going to have a good time, lots of great music ahead, and let me tell you this, you don't want to miss it. You know what I'm saying? And for those of you that are wondering about the next Jams 122 is accepting submissions. It was funny because the ones for Jams 121 actually filled up on Tuesday. Usually it's like Wednesday when things start to fill up, but y'all were ready to go. So shout outs to the Jam fam for that. That was just amazing. But for those of you that want to know the rules, they're always listed in the description box below about how you can submit to any J360 Jams episode, whether it be the music video show or whether it be traditional jams. So that stuff is out there for you. I will need 2 tracks, though, for traditional jams. And yeah, since they're both on J360 TV now, like, which one takes center stage? I'm not even going to try to solve for X with that one, man. They're both great, Oh, which reminds me, J360 Jams TV 14 has already been spoken for. I'm not accepting anything for that one. However, 15 is up for grabs if you have a music video ready to go. All right, so it's going to be pretty interesting to see how things go down, but I'm really looking forward to how all this stuff works out. Speaking of which, let's see, for those of you wondering about the J-Man show, that comes back next Wednesday, because I want to make sure that stuff is fine-tuned before I put the show that started it all back on there, all right? You know what I mean? With the jams and with the MiniBytes, oh yeah, we ready to go, but with my particular series, however, got to be immaculate, got to be perfect, got to be smooth, or something like that. But yeah, just making it all work out for you guys, and not to mention, I want you all to have the best experience as we make the transition to J360 TV. And like I said, the beautiful part about it is you won't really have to go too far to enjoy our content either. And that's what I always wanted. I always wanted you guys that like the gaming stuff to go ahead and enjoy the Power Play series. I wanted you all, if you enjoy the music, enjoy J360 Jams and support the artists that submit to J360 Jams. Come on now, we're all trying to eat and make it. Let's just be perfectly honest. And then not to mention, all the other programs that you don't know about, they get their fair shot too. So it's a lot of great things here in the mix. And I got to say, it's going to be amazing, guys. It's going to be one hell of a great journey. And let me tell you this. Whew. If it wasn't worth it, I wouldn't put all this time in for it. And like I said, if you really like what we do, please like, comment, and subscribe. Like we're not building a silo here. We want everybody to talk, everybody to have a moment, everybody to, speak. Because it seems like slowly but surely what's going on out there is really trying to mess up the idea of a democracy, free speech, and all that jazz. I want you all to have a good time is what I'm saying. And, I'm going to do my best to provide it for you all. Especially those of you that are in the J360 Legion membership, man. The fact that you guys are actually supportive of me and Al and all the rest of the people in J360 Productions, that really means something. And you gotta have that. You gotta have that. And speaking of which, let's see, all the shows are coming back for their regular time slots, and you will come here in order to see them first. A lot of the ad-free stuff you'll notice once you sign up for the Ko-fi, and that's only for members. Like all the cool stuff is only for the members. But like I said, I am not going to have the news left out on everybody. Everybody's going to get all the important news, and which is why like the MiniBytes are always there in your corner. You know what I mean? To really know what's going on, tune into this show. All right. And if you really like what's happening, like I say, stick around, okay? All right. Now, I got to go ahead and wrap this up because I got to make sure that J360 Jams 121 is ready to go because we got a lot of great content happening. So, like I said before, stay tuned to see what's happening, and much respect to everyone. And by the way, if you want to check out the Power Play, that channel has launched not too long ago. I still got a few things to put over there, but if you want to get a good look at like the mainline series and some of the sub-series we did, that will be youtube.com/J360 Power Play. And then of course, hey, this is J-Man signing off, and you guys take care of yourselves until we meet again. All right? Peace.
Running a business means checking a lot of boxes.
Let's see. Payroll? Check. Inventory? Check. Insurance?
Good thing Simply Business makes getting small business insurance fast and easy. Check insurance off your list at simplybusiness.com.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.